Okay, here we are again with the continuing adventures of Chef Perry. And in the last episode, of course, we had to go to Medford Memorial Hospital and rescue Connie Abernathy from the super mutants who had kidnapped her. So when we got back, of course, we got control of the Abernathy farm settlement, and I had my trusty scrapping robot busy working here. And now things are pretty much cleaned up, and it's time to do a little bit of settlement development here. Looks like I could probably scrap that dead light too. Yeah. Oh, look at this. There's a poster. Left Field Diner flyer. So the Left Field Diner featuring Nuka-Cola, Diamond City Outfield, in-house spaghetti, Nuka mixer, Taco Tuesdays, fresh bread and honey, and no synths. Somebody posted a flyer for the Left Field Diner here. But anyway, I have left some of the clutter in here just to give this place a bit more of a lived-in look. Gotten rid of a lot of the useless clutter. So I guess what we'll do, we'll start off by fixing up the house a little bit. And by the way, just as an aside here, as in a other sort of order of business, a few days ago I uploaded a mod to the Nexus called Test Fire, which is basically a pipe gun with the incendiary legendary on it. And it was a test, basically, what I was asking for people to do. If you happen to be a player of Fallout 4 that mods your game, do me a favor and install that ESP, because that's all it is. It's just a very simple ESP. And try it out in your game for a short while, and then leave me a comment either here in our channel or on the mod site to let me know, does it work? Yes, or does it not work? No. It would be very helpful to me as I am trying to figure out how to upload mods like that. I mean, the mods that I make that place legendary weapons in the world, as you've all seen before, do work quite well in my game, but I don't know if they'll work in someone else's game or not, because especially when you have mods involving scripts and that kind of thing, you don't necessarily know if the game files are smart enough, for lack of a better word, to find the correct script in a different person's game and apply it. So yeah, I'll get that out of the way. Do me a favor, somebody out there, try out the mod and then comment back to me and let me know if it works or not. You don't have to keep it. It's only just a simple ESP, so it's very easy to get, delete again. All you do is just delete that ESP from your data folder. But, it would be very helpful to me. Anyway, getting back to Abernathy Farm here. I don't know where Connie is. I guess she hasn't shown up yet. The rescued settlers in these scenarios have a tendency to kind of take their time when returning home. But anyway, we'll work on doing some fixing up and renovating here in Abernathy Farm. And we'll start off by maybe adding a second floor to the house. Because look at this, there's a snap point right there that I can snap a floor piece onto. I wonder if there are other, or if it's just there. Yeah, it's an oddball. I think I'm snapping onto the bottom of this wall piece, which is placed in an odd position. Because that's the thing, right? I don't know how the developers built these structures, whether they just sort of fudged them together, or whether they had a completely different development tool for doing these things. I really don't know. I couldn't say. All I know is that sometimes you just can't seem to get things to snap together in a logical way. Let's see if there's a different spot. Ooh, I could put it there instead. Okay, how's that work? That still works. Yeah. Okay. And that gives us a nice even spot to do this kind of thing from. Keep bumping into the kitchen table here. Okay, we'll move our chemistry station out of the way here for a second. Put it in this corner over. That'll probably do. Yeah. Because we need some way to get up there too. So maybe put okay, it looks like it's better there. Set of stairs. Now we can get up here onto our second floor. Of course, we need to watch out that we don't cut ourselves off from the rampway here. Probably need just some partial floor pieces to... Yeah, just like that. I still get up and down the stairs? No. Okay. Have to maybe just dispense with those. We'll put those over here instead. Yeah. And one more right there. Okay, well, that does sort of give us a second floor. And if I wanted to get them out of the way, I could actually scrap these pipes out of the tops of the silos too. So maybe we'll do that. Can I get to that one from here? Yeah. There. Because look at that, there's actually no hole in the top of the silo. They cheated. We'll just scrap all these pipe sections that go up through the roof here. And do the same thing on this one. Okay, I guess I can't do anything about that because that's actually a wall section. Although that being said, I do have a floor that goes out to the edge. Thick. Another wall section on there. Looks like. Okay, we'll give that a try. That way we can get rid of that silly little thing there too. Just put a different wall piece in there. Yeah, something sort of in keeping with the rest of the building exterior too, right? There we go. So, now we have ourselves an upstairs.
Lucy, ain't you done today's wash yet?
What?
No,
Does this mean?
Mom, I haven't got around to it yet. I'm too busy doing the other 50 things you keep telling me to do. You watch your mouth, or you're staying home the next time your father goes to
Oh, there she is.
Well,
Okay, she's back finally.
Takes forever. Enough griping. Just get on with your work.
Okay. So, we'll go and check Connie Abernathy's inventory here. Because I'm sure I traded a gun to her and that kind of thing already. Just have a look.
Blake told me what you did for us. For Mary. I know it's not much, but any trading you want to do, I'll go easy on the price. Let me know if there's anything you want to take a look at.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess
That'd
now
be
we
great.
have to barter. Okay, and it looks like Connie is a basically tier 1 merchant by the looks of it. She doesn't have a lot of stuff. But that's okay. Now let's see if we can
Excuse me.
trade.
I take it you want to trade?
Let's trade some things.
Okay.
Okay. So it looks like, okay, so she needs some equipment. Need to find something we can equip Connie with to make her a little better prepared to defend herself when raiders or super mutants come calling next time around. Let's see if I've got anything in the shipping container here. Oh yeah, I got lots of MP40s, so we'll give her an MP40 submachine gun. Okay, Connie Abernathy.
I take it you want to trade?
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. We'll give you that. Of course, I acquired that a long time ago. Back when I went back in time and killed Adolf Hitler. In the time travel episode. Okay, there. Now, Connie Abernathy is ready to face the world. Now, let's see what else we can do here. It looks like it's starting to have evening come around. Okay, so we've got our upstairs area built, kind of. Wonder if I can get rid of that. Extend it over to here. Okay. That might be okay to do, too. Whoops, got the wrong thing going on here. There, that's better. Oh, come on now. Oh, I almost had it. Okay, there. One more. One more. Oh, I had it. Oh, there. Okay, now, let's go up the stairs again here. We'll see about just scrapping that wall piece there. Because it didn't seem to really be even supporting anything. None of that wall is, to tell you the truth. There, now we've got a little bit more upstairs area here. So what about this wall? That wall doesn't seem to be really doing anything either. Okay. We could throw a few more of these in. Gotta watch what we do over here, though. We'll block off the stairway on ourselves here. And what's the deal with this? That's not quite lined up right. Come on. Oh, there we go. That's better. Yeah, it's funny, these walls just don't quite line up right either. Huh. Okay, well, give that an extra snap point to snap to, and then we'll go around and grab that afterwards. Move it. There. Okay. There, that's a little bit cozier, hey? Actually have an intact roof over our heads. Okay, well. So there is a second floor, which ought to accommodate quite a few people, actually. We should be able to put lots of beds in here or something. And if we head back down to the first floor and then up here. Whoops. Missed the ladder. We can finish getting rid of these pipes. Okay. And then we can also build onto the top floor here. Although this is actually a fairly surprisingly difficult area to add stuff onto because there are so many different snap points. And they cause all sorts of weird things, right? Okay, so I think I can put that there. I think I'm okay putting that there. Oh, maybe it would be better. Okay. Where else can I put stuff? See, there's two different places here, even snap to the top. Oh, that's the top of that ladder, I guess. I'm not sure where that other point was. Bottom of the roof, maybe? There's a wall. Yeah, okay. Anyway, sure, we'll snap that in there. Why not? And we'll put a couple of partial ones in here.
Damn mole rats have been at the potatoes again.
Wasn't there that trader?
Because we don't want to block off the stairway.
Sure, but he was charging so much I could sell him Lucy, and that still wouldn't cover it.
Blake Abernathy, shame on you. That's our daughter you're talking about.
Just telling you how it is, dear.
And I'm not even sure if those are going to actually properly match up to this. Okay, looks like they will. Almost. See the slightly different level there even. I don't know how the developers patch these buildings together, but you know, like nothing really adds up or matches up. So I'm going to have to choose a surface if I want to build some more onto the top of this. I think I'm going to choose this surface that I just put in here, because at least it's roughly equal with everything else. See, also you could snap things to that roof piece, which then adds yet another level to these things, but we'll just see if this matches. See what happens if we stick a wall piece in there. It looks like those do not match either. Okay. But we could unify those maybe by sticking the wall piece to there, and then sticking the floor piece to the bottom of the wall. And then we can kind of maneuver everything else into position in relation to that, right? See, and everything's off by just a little tiny bit, right? Okay, well, that will be a little bit better. Oh, look, here comes Blake. What do you want,
Quite
Blake?
the contraption you got on your arm. Can't say I've seen anything like it.
Let's trade.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's getting dark out, so I guess,
I don't know what you risked to get it, but having that locket back, it's like having a piece of Mary back, too.
yeah, I know, sentimental value and all that. Okay, well, let's move this mattress in here a bit. I can't sleep on a mattress. I am much too high mucky muck for that. And also the game won't let me. And I'll put in a bed over here. that I can sleep on. Okay. So now back down the stairs here. I need to find some place to put in a sink or a water fountain or something here. Need to put in a fridge too to replace that fridge that I scrapped. Stick that in here where the old one went. Then we'll have to get some power, I guess, for it too. Squeeze that up against the wall just a little tighter there. Yeah. Okay, sink. Where do I want to put a sink? But maybe I don't want to put that type of sink in. We'll put... Maybe we'll put this type of sink in. I think I can still drink from these. Oh, okay. It's not going to work for me. Alright. Fine. Now we gotta shuffle through all of these again. Okay. We'll just stick a water fountain on the wall here. Wow, that's pretty high. Sometimes the attachment points on these things just don't work out very well. Okay, that's still pretty high, but what can you do? Try there. No, that doesn't change anything either. Yeah, sometimes the attachment points on some of these is just awkward. Where am I going to put my water fountain? Okay, well, put it there. That's still just as high. I can't put it on a wall here anywhere. Okay, let's just put it there for the time being. Okay, let's do this and see what that does. Put it on there. Okay, that's better, right? What happens if, can we sink this? Yeah, look at that, eh? Whoops. There. That's better. I guess we need to have some breakfast as well. Then we'll see about doing a little bit of building upstairs here. Now that we've got our building kind of sorted out here. Okay. We got kind of a bit of an open-sided thing going on there. Luckily, I've got some half-width walls. Okay, because we'll kind of leave these open as surfaces to put gun turrets on or something here. Yeah. We'll go and check out the upstairs part. Yeah, I wonder if I could have actually done something else here. Let's see. Walls. Let's go over here. This kind of thing, maybe. No, I'm not going to be able to pop that in there. Oh, that's because that's in the way, probably. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens if we remove those. No, I can't squeeze it in there. All right, fine. Guess we'll just build those back in again now. Fall down the stairs. We'll just take that one out there and we'll put in another staircase here. Oop, come on, get in there. Okay, so that's not going to work. See, the structure of the tower itself gets in the way after a while. I wonder if I can turn this. See here, can I go up and... No, not really. Okay, so that's it. Can't even get up on the tower. Wonder if I can do this in a different way, though. Put our floor piece back there. We'll just try putting a... Yeah, like that. Okay. So that's still not going to get us up there, because the tower section is just too tight. It's like we can wander around in here pretty freely. Okay. So maybe what we'll do instead here is we'll put some of these things around the outside. Okay, now I can get up on the roof of the tower thing here. Kind of, sort of. Not even sure how high you can build here, but might as well finish our little catwalk around the outside. Okay, good. I won't die if I fall. That's good. Okay. Now, unfortunately, the tower won't let me build a lot of things up here, because it just takes up too much space. It eventually gets narrower as you go up. But I'm not sure how far up you have to go before Alright, well, let's give it a try, shall we? Let's move this thing back here a little bit. Okay, walls. So we see how tall we can build around the power line tower here. Okay, I should be able to put a ladder in right there. Might even be able to get away with putting it on the inside, yeah, like that. Okay. Now, shall we see if we can go up another floor? How high can we go? So it looks like we might have one total dud floor here, but then we might end up with a few floors where we can squeeze a few more beds in or something. Yeah, there's too much framework there, so I can't actually go into the middle portion of this, but hey, I just gotta level up from building. Uh-oh. What happened here? I cannot move over to line up with that ladder for some reason. However, I can do it there. Weird. Okay, well. I guess there's something there. A collision box of some sort preventing me from using that space. Yeah, I can't even walk on the inside of that ladder there. Or around the outside here. Huh. Okay, well. You know what? It looks as though, unless I build another sort of a crown piece around the outside here, I've pretty much reached the limit as to how much I can, yeah. Okay, well. There, okay. And then down here, we'll just build a wall insert piece. So, I'm going to have to pause for a moment here. Okay, I'm back. So, it looks as though I pretty much reached the limit as to the usable space up here. So I'm getting kind of diminishing returns. I'd have to build this whole structure a whole lot wider starting at the bottom, probably. If I wanted to get more usable space out of it. But I do have some usable space up here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll see if I can place a couple of windmills up here, maybe. Okay, we'll put one there. Maybe we'll put another one kind of right. Yeah. I don't think I really have enough space to do much of anything out here. But that should be enough power for everybody and everything anyway. See here, we'll use a couple of these. Okay, we'll just move this over here a bit. And while I'm up here, probably put a few oh, can't go that way. We'll put a few gun turrets up here too. I'm not sure if there's a limit, like if you get too high off the ground where the gun turrets won't target anymore, but I suspect that this is probably close. I found much further than this, and sometimes the gun turrets will just not really respond to what's going on. Okay, now we'll have to head down a couple of floors here. And we'll do the same thing we did on the previous floor. Maybe throw a few gun turrets on the corners up here too. Okay, can I scrap these things too? Yeah, it looks like I can. Maybe we'll scrap those too, since they don't seem to really serve any purpose. There. So now, okay, we'll put down one of these things. Can I reach that? Oop. Okay, Okay, I had to jump a little bit, but I could do it. Alrighty, so we'll put another one of those things over here. Because it's hard to get these power connectors to even sit on a wall properly. Just because the structure is the way it's made, it's so irregular. Yeah. See if we can move this one. Okay, well, I guess that'll do. Just kind of wire things up here a bit so that we can get some lights and things on the inside of the house. And we'll throw this one out here somewhere too. Okay, so we got some power for our fridge now. Got some stuff to put in here. There, we'll put all the stuff that was in the Abernathy's old fridge in this fridge. The only difference being, of course, that this fridge will actually work. Maybe we'll throw those in there too. Why not? Okay, let's see about putting some lights in this place now. Oh, let's move the sink over here a little bit. Just there a little bit. There, make the Abernathy's house a little bit nicer place to live. Okay. I guess I could level up here and I could get local leader 2, so I can build stores and things, and some of the other buildable settlement things too. For example, this stove. Stupid things. You got collision boxes that are way wider than the actual object looks. And we'll throw this over here maybe. I can stick it under the stairs there for some reason. There, that takes up a little bit less room. Okay, now we just need a radio, I think. We need a radio in this place. Throw it up on this shelf here. Okay. Okay, let's go up here now, and we'll throw in a few more beds in here. We'll just see how many beds we can get into this building now that we've expanded it a bit. Whoops, where'd that one go? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, we're about a little better than halfway there, I guess. In my experience, at least in my game anyway, you need about 40 beds in order to make sure that you'll have enough to accommodate all the settlers that might move in eventually. I've never actually had more than about 40. But we'll go up here now and see how many we can put in our upper floors. Probably throw in a few around here too. I think I'm easily going to reach that 40 bed. I'm about to get it right there. And I probably have enough to put in, well, several more here. And a few more up here too. So yeah, I can easily pass that 40 bed mark without any trouble at all. Now maybe what we'll do is we'll put up one of those settlement recruitment beacon things. Okay, it doesn't want to, what the hell, no, I can't select my settlement recruitment beacon? Uh-oh. I guess I picked the wrong place to put that, didn't I? Come on. Okay, well, I guess I'm stuck with that one now. Maybe we'll try putting this one out here. There. Still can't attach it to that. Why not? Okay, we'll move that out here. Okay, and we'll put it back. So there. Looks like the collision box for the tower is huge. It's like probably almost double the size of the actual object that you can see here, because it interferes with things like crazy up here. That over this way a little bit just to make it a little easier to walk around. Okay, well, anyway, we got our settlement recruitment beacon going. We got beds built. Got our power down to ground level. I guess the next steps will be after we have a little bit of a nap here. Since we can only be active about 10 or 11 or 12 hours a day because of darkness. I guess the next thing will be to build a fence and add some water and stuff here. Because we'll probably have to do that too. Okay, looks like we've got another new settler here already. So we do have a campsite here where visitors come to camp every now and then. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put the big rolling door right here. Make Make sure it kind of lines up with the rest of the property here a little bit. I guess we'll build ourselves sort of like a little gatehouse here or something, hey? Yeah, because I think the NPCs can still sit on the ground here inside of this thing, so it should be fine. Yeah, before we get into that. What are we building today? We can build 259 junk fences or... or 295 security fences, so I guess it really doesn't matter which one I choose to build. More or less the same. Okay, so... Okay, we'll move that for a second. We can put this there. And those snap points are a tricky thing. I've already got it crooked enough that I'm going to end up outside of the property. Damn it. Boy. Okay, well. I wish that they would make the, that they had made the borders on these property line things straight. Instead, they curve and meander all over the place. It makes it very hard to properly build a nice settlement. But we'll just put this like well inside the border now. Yeah, we gotta have that out of there now. Okay. look, there goes Trash Can Carla. That is one thing I have never been able to understand, is the provisioner routing in this game. It just seems so strange. Because I can kind of understand how nav meshing works. I've done a little bit of it in a mod that I'm still kind of, you know, occasionally working on for myself. That adds, you know, like bridges, or makes navigable bridges of some of the bridges that didn't have bridge decks and that kind of thing in the Commonwealth before. And of course you have to nav mesh those so that NPCs will walk across them as well. But, and I kind of got the idea of how that works, but provisioners seem to operate from an entirely different rule set. And you know, like oh, look at that, I just got the Nuka family radio thing going on here now. Means I must have just hit level 30 or something. Okay, how are we doing here? There's more space here than I'll ever use in this place anyway. Okay, where am I going to end up here if I follow this path? Okay, looks like I should be able to make it past the house. Okay, so I guess we'll put in another door over here. We'll make it a smaller door. Move these now. Oh, just gonna barely make it there. Okay, well, let's move these in. Let's move them in here. Well, looks like even the water pump will just barely fit inside there. Add in a little. Okay, we put a corner in here. Can we make it around those? Okay, I'm not sure now if I'm going to meet up with my fence over on this side, so maybe before we go any further there, we'll continue from here. And in theory, this should be a rectangle, but you never know when you start putting the, you know, like irregular length doors in and that kind of thing. Look at that. See, I started a long ways inside. Oh well, fine. Guess if I have to brute force a few in over here. Not the end of the world. Okay, so I got a little bit of it outside of the border there, but oh well. That's how hard it is with these irregular shaped borders to actually get a fenced in area completely inside the border, because I gave myself a lot of room and still ran into problems, right? So come on now. Boy. Okay, so we'll put up a power pole post thingy here. Back to that guy. Now where is our power connection from the door? Which side is it on? Side. Okay. Okay, so we'll throw one of those down there. Yeah, for now we'll just force the door open. We're also going to need the connector here. Yeah, actually, you know what? That would have been smart. Maybe that. Okay. Yeah, kind of sort of like that. There. Okay, that might have been a little bit more elaborate than what was absolutely necessary, but okay. Yeah, really? Okay. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, well, then we can put another one of these down here. And I want to connect it to this one. There. Okay, so let's see how this works now, huh? Oh, our new settler just self-assigned? Did he, yeah, he did. He just self-assigned to food crop growing type stuff, so... I guess he wants to be a farmer when he grows up. Okay, well, anyway, that was kind of fun and good for a laugh. I made that far more complicated than I needed to, probably. Anyway. We'll throw a terminal in here too, why not? Get that into the mix. Let's see here. Okay. That one should come from the power source. Okay. Now we just do get the power source for the switch cut off and then reconnected. What a production that is too. Okay. Did I put that backwards? I did. Okay, and then we've got to cut off the power source to this switch. There we go. Okay. What a bunch of nonsense that was. Wow. Anyway, now we got to get power over to that other door. So I guess we'll throw another one of these things in here. I guess I need another one of those to get to it, probably. Okay. We'll run a power line over there. Oops. Okay, well. This one hopefully should be somewhat simpler. Throw the switch there. We connect it to the door. We connect it to the power. Yeah. Okay, and throw another switch out here. We connect it to the door. Connect it to the power. Ooh, okay. I don't know why you can't just set the timing of these on the computer, and any connected switch will just automatically take that timing. I mean, it seems a little awkward. Anyway. Now we have to go back here again and say... I want my switch control to be delayed by 4 seconds. Okay, however, we can get both of those switches with the same wire here. There. Done. Alright. So I guess the last thing we need to do here is just get some more water in, because we don't have enough water to supply more than 3 settlers. But that's okay, that's going to be really easy. We'll just throw one of these big industrial water supply things in down here. And just connect it to that power pole. Since this is out in the middle of nowhere where we've got far more space than we'll ever need. Now, by the looks of it, we should have 24 food units going if we've got 4 farmers. Do is we'll extend the farming operation here a bit. Okay, there. So, there we go. We've got a wall around the place. We've got food. We've got water. We've got defenses built. Oh, yeah. Well, we've got to do... we got to get that guy fixed up with his uniform, too. Because, you know, if he's going to fit in with everyone else, he has to dress the same way.
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure.
Okay. There. Now you fit in with everybody else. So I guess, you know, like this has been kind of a building type of episode, and we've gone on quite a while doing this. But every now and then I do the building thing, because I think there are viewers out here who enjoy this sort of stuff. So anyway, there's some ideas, I guess. If you have the mods scrap everything and place everywhere, then, you know, you can do something like this with your Abernathy farm settlement. And you can actually build a, you know, extend that building up high enough that you can accommodate all of your settlers inside that single building. And have plenty of room for farming and that kind of stuff. So, and of course, lots of room to build more defenses and that kind of thing, because you can mount all your gun towers basically on that tower type building there. And that they have a good field of fire down on anywhere within the settlement. But anyway, I guess we'll call it an episode, and we'll return next time with more Adventures of Chef Perry, and maybe we'll actually do a little more adventuring, because we have to do Confidence Man. And I'm thinking that we should get that out of the way. But that'll be for next time. So, until then, I'm Sandman99, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Adventures of Perry.